Welcome to another video here on the Talking Blues podcast YouTube channel. We are here again for some positive news. After more positive news, we did get a win on Saturday, but wasn't the win we wanted, okay? We already talked about it, though. You can go check out our recap episode where we talk about it there. Ooh, Alex, this would be a good time where you can link it in the top right corner. You can check out that recap episode. And then, all of that good stuff. Okay. We are here to talk about mainly the Champions League draw, or the redraw, the second draw, the second one that actually does matter. We'll get to that, as well as some other Chelsea topics that have come up today. And let's start out with the big one, being Antonio Rudiger. Now the front runners to sign him in the summer is Real Madrid, after apparently they had some good talk. Or some good talks, plural. I don't know. I mean, we don't know how many talks they had. I wasn't really in the room on the call, on the meeting, in the meeting. Anyway, so Alex, my co-host, first of all, how are you doing? Second of all, two-part question. What are your thoughts on this Rudiger to Real Madrid rumors here?
I really hope he stays. I mean, I'm doing well, but I won't be doing well if Rudiger goes. Let's just say that. I know he's asking for a lot, but he's been a key part of this team, and I really just hope he can stay and they can work something out, because the numbers in between, for normal people, 3.5 million a year is
for
quite a
normal
bit.
People.
But for Roman, is it a lot? Is it for Chelsea Football Club? I don't know. It might just be worth meeting somewhere in the middle, and hopefully Rudiger accepts, or his agent accepts. But yeah, let's just hope he doesn't leave. But, it's looking likely that he may actually end up leaving in the summer. And obviously he can negotiate in 28 days from now? So,
and it seems like Roman isn't happy about it either.
18 days, sorry. My math's all over the place. 18 days he can
January 1st, it's here, it's there, it's everywhere.
Yeah, 28, 38, 58, doesn't matter.
But anyway, yeah, Roman, more reports is saying that Roman is very upset at Rudiger for his decision-making and not considering Chelsea in where he signs next. But listen, you don't want to pay him the money, then don't pay him the money. He doesn't sign with you. It's as simple as that. And that looks like to be Rudiger is exploring the other options. Let's go to the Champions League draw, shall we? No?
I'm just shaking my head because I'm just shocked about how this happened. This is just insanity. How something so big, like the Champions League, knockout stage, draw, goes so wrong that they're picking teams from the same groups. There was who was it? It was Villarreal and another team. We had Man City and Atletico Madrid who were in the same group. It's just crazy how they were drawing these teams, and they didn't it's not that hard. If we're being completely honest with ourselves, it's not that hard. Even us with our, amazing technological skills here at the Talking Blues podcast could have pulled it off, but UEFA, they can't. I don't know, man. It's crazy. Obviously Chelsea getting Lille the first time, and us, we were all excited, right? We're all celebrating. We're like, yes, we didn't get Bayern, we didn't get Real Madrid. And then
Oh no.
Redraw. Oh my God, please get Lille again, or get Ajax. No Real Madrid, no Bayern. It's Lille again. And it's good news for Chelsea.
It is very good news. And
we can't take them for granted either, because they got here for a reason. Right. They were first place in their group, but it's definitely easier than a Bayern or a Real Madrid.
Yeah, and I mean, Alex, like I was about to say, hopefully you got to hope by the mid part of February this team is on better form, and we have players that are not on an injury like we do right now, and you got to hope the man Ben Chilwell's back by then, right? That's far into the new year, and hopefully he doesn't need to have that surgery. We should be all good there, and all the other players should be returning by then, you would hope. So yes, you would hope. So going into that, like I said, mid-February, the first leg is going to be on February 22nd. It's going to be a home match, while the second match is going to be, or the second leg is going to be March 16th. That's going to be an away match. And then let's go through the other matches that got drawn in this second and permanent redrawn here, or whatever. Okay, so the actual round of 16s for all the teams. It's PSG versus Real Madrid, Sporting versus Man City, Salzburg versus Bayern, Inter versus Liverpool, Chelsea versus Lille, Villarreal versus Juventus, Atletico Madrid versus Man United, and Benfica versus Ajax. Here's the deal. The only reason I'm really upset, the one reason, because we got Lille both times, so I can be upset about something, is that it was going to be Messi Ronaldo in the round of 16 that got drawn in the first time, but then we do a second read. It's unfortunate. But, maybe they'll still meet each other. PSG beats Real Madrid. It's possible. And the same thing with Ronaldo beating Atletico Madrid. We did it last year. Maybe Man United can do it this year. We'll see.
What I'd say is while PSG Man United would have been good, I think this is a pretty good one as well. Obviously, Ronaldo has history playing with Real Madrid against Atletico Madrid, the rivalry there. Obviously beating them in the Champions League final on that final penalty, beating them in the knockout stages countless times. And then when Ronaldo moves to Juventus, Atletico going up 2-0 in the quarterfinals in that first leg, and then Ronaldo scoring a hat trick in the second game to break Atletico Madrid's hearts. I don't know. It's going to be interesting. Who's going to get who? And so I still think it's a fun draw, but obviously not as good. So I'm still going to be keeping an eye on that game. And I'd bet a good amount of money that Ronaldo is going to put on a show.
I hope so, Alex. I do, and we will be watching those matches closely. It's always hard to choose because in the United States here we have the Golazo show, which basically is kind of like the flip around to every single game going on at the same time because all these games are happening at 3 p.m. for us, I believe, on both dates. So it's either that, but you got to think, I watched Chelsea on the main screen, or at least that's what I did last season, because the Golazo is just too much to follow. Isn't that what this guy think called the Golazo show, whatever? Yeah,
it's like the Golazo show or whatever. Yeah, I don't know. It's kind of like
it's interesting, but I just feel like you have to put Chelsea on the big screen. All right, you want to talk about we just keep bringing in the awards. Keep bringing in the awards. Marina Granovskaya, football executive for Chelsea, kind of like the day-to-day operations manager, basically here at Chelsea. She won the Football Executive of the Year, so congratulations. Obviously, she made a lot of good moves that helped improve this team drastically, and obviously brought in Thomas Tuchel. So, all good things there. Not so good things. Obviously, we're not a news channel, but obviously it affects Chelsea, so we're going to bring it up. Obviously, the new Omicron variant, or however you say it. I don't know how to say it. We're rolling with it. It's running rampant through the UK. Yes, bad.
And it's probably going to be running rampant here too, knowing by how things work. And there have been some people saying that the Premier League could possibly get shut down. Let's all pray that it doesn't, because we can't afford to lose another few months of it, to be honest. But it's not looking good. Definitely worrying signs, but hopefully it kind of gets all under control very soon. So that's something to bring up as well. But not really anything that you need from your local Chelsea podcast, but more of your local news podcast.
Listen, it's something to think about because the Premier League shutting down is players and teams worrying. Clubs are worrying about it right now. And the thing is, I think I saw a report that the Omicron variant is going to be the majority of hospitalizations coming in like a few weeks or in a week or something. It used to be, I believe, the Delta variant, and now it's going to be the Omicron that's going to dominate hospitals. So really scary stuff going on there. We hope everything settles down in the Omicron variant. Obviously, it's causing panic here in the U.S. because we're just getting started with the cases. There's been cases near us in New York City. And then it's been few, but I'm sure it'll spread to the masses soon. So we hope everything gets settled there in the UK. And same thing here. Moving on to some more rumors about some signings. Positive stuff about our defensive players. Thiago Silva, center back for Chelsea, as well as Cesar Azpilicueta. I always stumble, or I always run through that name fast, but I just never know if I'm saying it completely right.
Or just Dave, as he's known by people who can't pronounce his name.
Asby is hoping to extend his contract by another year, per Jacob Steinberg of The Guardian. Jacob Steinberg also says that Chelsea are optimistic in extending Thiago Silva, and I have no doubt that they will, honestly. Well, it's a little big statement, but I really have
no doubt
a lesser doubt that Chelsea will not, because they have a great relationship with Thiago Silva, and you can see how much he loves this club and loves the players on this team, and Thomas Tuchel. I think there is no reason why he should leave. Asby, it's hard because like his role is here and there, you know, whether it's in the back line or right wing back, with Reece James taking really that big spot in the right wing back, the everyday starter. So that's a little more like, let's see what happens. But it looks to be right now from the reports that he is good to sign another year on. Also, his contract and his age is, well, we know his contract is winding up, but his age is winding up in footballing years. And hanging up his boots, it's not too far away. I wouldn't put Asby.
Don't say that.
I'm sorry. I know he's your childhood of a Chelsea fan, Alex, but Asby, let's just hope he doesn't end up in like the MLS or something like that. Let's just hope he just spends his years, whether it's in the Premier League or hopefully with Chelsea, he plays his final few matches. I don't need to see him on the, congratulations to NYCFC for their win of the MLS Cup, but I don't need to see Asby in 3 years riding the NYCFC boots. No, thank you.
He doesn't need to be our neighbor. It's just not necessary.
Spend your last few seasons with Chelsea and enjoy them, please, and just hang it up from there. Yes. No need.
Yeah. And speaking of someone who won't be hanging up their boots anytime soon, because he's going to be running till he's 90, N'Golo Kante, he is returning to training today or Tuesday, whenever you're listening to this, Tuesday the 14th. Watching this, sorry, not listening.
You're used to it. You're used to it. Yeah.
Maybe you don't want to see our faces and you're just listening.
I don't blame you.
I don't blame you. But he will be returning to training. It sounds like he won't be available for the Everton clash, obviously, because he just returned to training. But maybe this weekend, maybe the next week, and hopefully by Boxing Day, he should be back into full fitness. So that's very exciting as well. Obviously, Jorginho and Loftus-Cheek are very excited about that, so they can finally get a break.
Yeah, but Chelsea won't get a break after Thursday, Sunday. That's big. Everton Wolves, I think is the other one. So, 2 big matches in the span of 4 days. Had to make sure I did not want to get that wrong. In 4 days, pretty crazy. So more football, more previews, more recaps. Stay tuned for all of it here on the Talking Blues YouTube channel. You can go in the bottom left, because I think Alex is going to add the background here. TikTok, Twitter, at Talking Blues Pod. I'm gonna go for there. I'm gonna try there. You can go subscribe, drop a like. We really appreciate it, and we will see you in the next Chelsea video, which will be the preview to the Everton match coming later this week. Thank you. Like, subscribe, and peace. Thank you so much for watching.